Hey YouTube, this is Scarecrow Kaiser. This is going to be a deck profile of my Spike Brothers deck that I ran yesterday at our, I think it was 16 people, I think it was. I don't know. We had 5 rounds of Swiss, cut top 8 playoffs. I came in second. I lost one time to my buddy who was playing Gold Paladins. I got game 1, I got sacked hard game 2, and game 3 I missed my turn 2 drop, and then time got called and I had 1 more damage than he did, so I lost. So it's kind of a really crappy loss, but I ended up getting second because that was my only loss today. But my starter, I tried out this guy, the Smart Leader. He worked out very good. I liked him a lot. It's kind of funny because people are actually afraid of this card. I've never seen people actually be afraid of a grade 0 before, but people would block him like all the time or attack him just because they're afraid of him. When they choose to attack him, like, I don't really care. He was basically for free. But people are actually afraid of him. He gets damage in really quick. Like, you can, like, turn 1 if your opponent went first, like, ride, move this guy over, give him a booster attack. If your opponent doesn't block it, you can drop, like, a Skydiver or something big from your hand and, like, have a grade 3 in the field turn 1. It worked out very good. Put a lot of pressure on the opponent. My trigger lineup was 4 draw, 4 heal, 8 crit. The stand trigger, I wouldn't really run in this deck. You need the draw triggers to generate pluses to use for your cost. My grade 1 lineup was 4 Wonder Boy. He's really good to be teamed up with the Emperor, so you can hit that 21 mark. And he's good to team up with some other guys in here. 3 Reckless Express, 4 Cheer Girl, and 4 Daisy. I'm thinking I'll probably turn 1 Daisy into a Reckless Express once I get a 4th. I really just ran 3 and 3 because I only had 3 grade 2s. 4 Panther, 4 Bracky. Bracky is amazing. 2 Panzer Gale. Having the option of summoning him with my Emperor when I know I can't game it that turn, so I need to put defense on the field to survive their turn. He's a good option. And then I tried out 2 Field Driller. If you've seen like the Japanese list, the guy who did really good at the regionals with it, he was running 4. I didn't go that crazy with it, but he actually turned out to be a lot better than I thought he was. Like, I really questioned it when I saw the guy running it. I was like, why is he playing this card? It's so weak, but it actually worked out pretty cool. It makes a really good turn 2 Vanguard, because the opponent is like, man, I don't want to block that because I don't want him to draw, but it's going to be hard to block him since he's going to drive trigger. And like, this card is another reason. Both these cards are a reason for the 4 Wonder Boy, so that you can hit the 16, 15 mark with them. And this card turned out to be good because it was forcing my opponent to block against a really, like, sometimes they would have to 10 guard just because that was the only option they had, and they were wasting like a big shield on this small attack, and then later on they only had small cards to block my bigger attacks and they had to spend more. And this card worked out pretty good. It's good because it forces your opponent to guard. And then my grade 3 lineup was 3 Emperor, 3 Juggernaut, 1 Skydiver. Skydiver, I just decided to play him as a tech since I didn't have my 4th Emperor yet. I'll probably switch that Skydiver into an Emperor when I get one, but the Skydiver still worked like really good. A lot of times when I would use my Emperor's effect, I would call it 1 Skydiver, 1 Juggernaut, so they could either have to face that way if I hit a crit, I could give the crit to the Juggernaut, so they'd have to deal with the Juggernaut's big attack with the crit, or and if they wanted to block that, then they wouldn't be able to block the Skydiver who'd hit and then call another guy, so it was like a crit. So it worked out pretty good. The deck ran really well. Round 1, mirror match. I won. against another Spike Brothers deck. Round 2, I played against Spectral Duke Dragon, Gold Paladins. I beat that, 2-0'd that. Round 3, I played against... What did I play round 3? Oh, round 3 I played against Grand Blue. I beat them. Round 4 I played against Gold Paladins. Not the Spectral Duke build, but the more standard, like our more Azel build. I already mentioned that. That was my only loss of the day. I won game 1. Game 2, he had 2 heal triggers, a crit, and a draw on the top of his deck. So yeah, he went trigger crazy off like everything that happened. And then game 3, I missed my turn 2 drop, got it the turn after. And then when I got to my grade 3, I dropped the Emperor, and I had the 4 damage, and he had 3. And I was ready to start attacking, and they called time, so yeah. And then round 5, I played against another Spectral Duke Dragon build. I beat that. Then top 8, I played against where did I play top 8? Oh, another mirror match. 2-0'd that. And then we just did a top 4 split. But overall, I came in second. I was second at the end of Swiss, and if you just do it as it is, I'd be second. So, because we didn't play it out. But yeah, it ran pretty well. I'm not positive I'm gonna stick with him over the trainer, but I really did like him. He turned out to be very good. Yeah.